Monday. Yeah, we got a special treat for you today because we are discussing how money is not the objective, but it is the result. Yes, that's what we're talking about. So substitution, you go. And substitute. Thank you. That's for the money. Thank you so much. So thank you for joining us. Yeah, start sharing, guys. You start sharing on here. Hey, listen, I must admit, only me and Justin have made an effort to come dressed in the Christmas attire. Oh, Ray's joining the show. So kind of give you guys a little bit of a heads up. So what a special edition that we have for you today. We're going to be talking about not just one person's journey, challenges, problems throughout the year 2020, but we're going to be talking about many different ones. Yeah, we want to share with you who are the people that won the Real Life Awards accreditation for living life to the full, playing all out, playing big, super huge games, huge, giant, super being games. Yeah, that is a power that most people are scared of, either knowingly or probably more than likely unknowingly. Yeah, and I'm super excited to go on that journey with you, many of you. But here's the thing. First of all, start sharing the post, guys, and start commenting. Because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be giving away Christmas edition real life merchandise. That could be a phone case. That could be a nice warm blanket. Could be a snuggly hoodie, either a zip or a pullover hoodie. It could be T-shirts. It could be, what else we got? Leggings. Yeah. Sam, Raiano, and Justin want some leggings.
I actually do.
It could, it could be loads of different things. Yeah. So what you got to do is you got to share it on your timeline. So let me know so I can give you a shout out here. Put it in the comments when you shared it, but also put it out there in terms of tagging some people. So if you're in the Real Life Tribe, I want you to tag 10, at least minimum of 10 people in the tribe, 10 people out of the tribe. That gets you an entry to be able to select it to get some free merchandise. And if you're not in the Real Life Tribe, just tag at least 10 people. And just before your little voice starts showing up about, oh, I don't want anybody to see me sharing this or commenting, or they're going to think I'm crazy. Listen, if they don't think you're crazy, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. So you can see some beautiful faces along the bottom here. I want you to keep tagging people. Well done, Lewis. Well done, Liliana. Well done, Ray. Yeah, you guys on here as well. People in the waiting room. We've got many people that we're going to rotate. Hopefully, we don't crash the software again, because we did in a little bit of a practice that we just did. But hey, there we go. So awesome to see everybody on here. Put your comments. And if you're brave enough, people watching, take a picture of yourself and put it in the comments. I would love to see the picture of either just your Christmas tree, Christmas decorations, or maybe you're like Justin, if you went specifically to a costume shop to buy his Christmas costume right now. Now, my hat costs a lot of money. Listen, money, you can't just go to the shop and buy this kind of hat. This is custom made. This is custom made hat. So again, if you want to, maybe we should give the hat away. Yeah, whoever tags 350 people, you are in for the chance to be selected to win this hat. You can't just go to the shop and buy this kind of hat. Oh dear, here's that got their thing going. No, she isn't. Anyway, so let's start speaking to our awesome guests here. So we're going to be playing around with the screens, ask any questions, guys, that are coming up. But hey, if you got your Real Life Award because you managed to pick it up because it was virtual this year, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
People in the comments, let me know if you enjoyed it. And what's super awesome is I want you to ask these guys questions, how they did it in their journey. Because first of all, what I want to do is the first person on here. Let's come to you first, Sam Raiano, aka Stallion. It's a short story, but let's pretend it's a long story.
Too long.
Yeah. So, Mr. Raiano, please tell us what happened. What was your experience with the Real Life Awards, first of all?
Yeah.
And just tell us a little bit about your award. Tell us how you felt, and tell us what you've done this year to make it happen.
Beautiful. So thank you for having me anyway. So at the award, I was completely speechless. So I didn't expect it. So I got 2 awards. Mega celebration. I didn't expect it. So I had my favorite one out of the 2 of them, which I'm going to start with first, is the one that is called Mission First. So it's a level of... Oh, that's it. That's the one.
You made this one?
Yeah. Mission First. Mission First.
Is it better like that?
No.
It's better like that.
That's it, like that.
Put it against the black.
Exactly. So that's really the one that I really wanted to. Well, if there would be one of the award pick, that was the one. So it's the level of contribution, putting the mission first. So it goes from something that's close to me also, not to leave anybody behind. So I'm always there in the background trying to help out people, day in, day out, without second thoughts to an extent. So that's really, 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 it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me. So I was completely speechless. I still don't have words. I still can't believe they actually did happen. So trying to pinch myself. The second award that I got was for what was it for? Actually, was the upcoming newcomer, the best newcomer of the year. So as you all know, I joined Real Life last year. So over the last 12 months, it's been a hell of a ride. So I really enjoyed the ups and downs and a lot of it, especially when it comes down to the learnings. So it's constantly be out there. That's the one. That's the one. Hello, baby. Hello. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm going to polish every day. I'm going to wake up half an hour early every morning just to polish them too. So again, it's the effort. But I didn't take both of the awards just on my name. So it's a big shout out to you guys, to the whole Tribers, for the endless and constant support. Big shout out.
Wait. If you're giving like a speech like that, give me 1 second.
Oh my days. Okay, so I just want to thank you everybody in the tribe for the constant support given to me over the last 12 months, especially on the ups and downs. I want a big shout to the absolute Louis Perren, that's my coach, which has been seeing me coming from losing my job to actually getting a lot of results over the space of 6 months. So allow me to be here. So I want to thank you, each one of the 200 plus tribers that have voted for me, and I say so more of this next year. So yeah, that's the one, Mark. That's all you get. I'm really shy, but Isaac. Yeah.
You are not shy. Good stuff. So stick around. I know we've got 2 waiting rooms, an online one and an offline one, so we don't crash the whole thing again. So stick around. But thank you so much for coming on. I'll keep these awards dust free in fact, I would dust them.
Don't.
So I would dust them. So it's $100 a week for every week that I do the dusting. Yeah, I'll just keep adding that up until you come to collect it.
Put it on my tab. It's okay. I'll drive up.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank
you. Mwah. Ciao, guys. Ciao.
Good job. Awesome. So, Trisha, your camera's not working, so I can't bring you on as of yet. But hey, Sam LG, you on here next. So tell us, what is it you want? What's it been like for your journey? What words of advice you have for the people out there who aspire to do something more adventurous in their life?
So 2020, what a year that it has been for every man and his dog. Most would say it's garbage, but for me, total game changer. So started off with personal circumstances certainly changed. But then throughout the whole year, I've been secretly beavering away, battering out the business, trying to build Real Life up, and I've won an award for the Real Life Tribe Leader. Yes. So I'm one of the coaches for Real Life, and I basically want to help get as many people out of the corporate system. And in November, so last month, I actually managed to quit my job at Rolls-Royce. So, come on. So, in short, during a global pandemic, a divorce that's going on, I've actually managed to quit my job at Rolls-Royce when I was on around about 50k a year. So, come on.
You needed to divorce Rolls Royce. Is that what you said?
Yeah, definitely. I needed to cut the corporate shackles and then take like my own choices in life and go from there on out. Let me bring my friend on in.
Oh, where are you going? Oh, there you go.
There we go. So this was brought to me by my good friend Sean Kashing Chong. You'll see him in a bit. He's another award winner. He bought me this as a congratulations for actually finally quitting my job. Come on.
Good job. Excellent. So, okay, so speech time. What is your words of advice to inspire the people to do something in their life, whatever it is that they want to do?
A lot of people have a concept around there's not enough money, they don't know where to start. What's my biggest piece of advice? Property for me is very profitable, and it can certainly make you, but without the right mindset training and everything like that, you can lose a lot of money. So work on yourself. People will gladly spend 30 grand going to university, but will not spend some money on property training where it can change your life. So for me, invest in yourself, invest in your education, be the best version of yourself, and then live your true outcome.
Excellent. Excellent. What a good point you make about people who will spend money on so-called education, but it's really a pile on top of technique. But again, this is the mission. Yeah, the mission. And it's funny that your award is tribe leader, because you're a leader of the tribe in the respect of getting the message out there, because there are a lot of skeptical people. And why is that? It is because of the pile on top of technique, because real education is not what is going on out there. You know, think of this, guys. Most people, they want more information, don't they? They're like, hey, let me get some information. Let me know about strategies. Let me know about numbers and all the rest of it, which is very super important. And we are going to be teaching some very awesome strategies, numbers, how to get deals, finance them, all that good stuff at Real Life Property Secrets Exposed, which is a 3-day virtual event in January. But I tell you what cannot be missed, and if it is missed, you're in big trouble. Think of this. What you want to build, let's say you want to build 100 houses, but this is your education, yeah? You want to build 100 houses. Do you just build on top of the current house that's already there? Is that what you do? Why? What would happen? What's going to happen? It's going to crumble down. It's going to fall down. It's going to cause problem. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be horrible. And that's what happens to most people's education, most people's lives, most people's relationships, and most people's businesses. Hard truth, but I'm the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger, by the way. I'm just the messenger. You know that's a fact for yourself, that you know, if you're going to build on top of something else before, like what you got to do? You got to clear the space, take down what's there, take out what is not useful, so then you can build a strong foundation and then build up on from there. So good point that you say. A lot of people, they're going to get lectures and acquire information and think they're going to learn just by having new knowledge. I mean, I've seen it. I've seen people show up to trainings. You know, they show up to trainings and they have these things like, oh, look how many trainings I've been to. Hey, look at all my knowledge. Oh, yes. So how many deals you got? Oh, no deals. You don't get deals. You just wear these things around. Yeah. So that's because it's a pile on top of technique. Yeah. You're burying is this after 9 o'clock? Yeah, it is. You're burying the shit, yeah, that you need to clear before you can go get that education. So
it's like the saying, all the gear and no idea.
Incredible. So thank you so much, Sam, for that inspiring story of what you have done. And stick around just in case, you know, we have some time, or so people still have some questions and stuff like that for you. Good job, Sam. Good job. Good job. Yeah, awesome. So Justin and Ray, inspire us with your story, what you guys have been doing and what it's all about.
First of all, what I want to do is show you the bottle that my friends brought me when I quit work. It's not as good as Sam's, but it will do.
Wait. Do that again.
It don't come in a fancy case or anything. It tastes nice.
Are you guys getting paid like product placement commission.
Yeah,
I
so
wish we was.
yeah, no, so we won at the awards the biggest transformation and biggest business growth. And word on the street is they're on about renaming the awards to the Justin Ingray Awards because of how many nominations we both received. So
Yeah, that's true, because next year we're looking for sponsors, you know, very lucrative, wealthy sponsors. And if you want to sponsor an award, which you just committed to right there, then that's fantastic. So let's give Justin a round of applause. He's our first confirmed sponsor.
hey, let's just see next year. Let's see what position I'm in, and I'll let you know.
No, we don't go back on our commitments in this tribe. Yeah, so look at that. That's one of them. Sexy. Oh, by the way, let me see if it looks good in the book. Can you see the?
Oh,
Yeah.
that looks nice.
It looks better like that, right?
Yeah, that looks
you
so
can
cool.
see it.
Yeah. So tell us, what have been some of the great things that you've experienced in your life and in your business through having this business growth and having the biggest transformation?
I think for us, we went through a very difficult time before we joined Real Life, and we went through a bit of a difficult time during the first lockdown with our properties. So we did have to transform and overcome those, and it was amazing, and it happened. It was the best thing that could have ever happened to us, and we know if we wasn't in the tribe environment, we would not be where we are today. We used the opportunity of COVID to secure another 9 rent-to-rents and purchase 2 properties. And we're just loving it. We now got over 100 tenants. Just amazing.
Yeah. And we're just super proud and we're super happy that we've managed to do that through Corona, because I know where my mind was at before we joined the tribe, and if it was in the same place that it was when Corona come round, we would have stood no chance. Even before Corona and before we joined the tribe, like we were stressed and stuff. And if that would have carried on through Corona, I don't know what would have happened. But yeah, we're just lucky to be around so many supportive people that are on the same mission as us and want to grow like us.
Yeah, and who see a solution. They don't just focus on a problem and a big drama and scare everyone. It's literally, what's up? Here's the solution. Let's all work together. And that's exactly what we needed to help us transform and grow our business in order to achieve those awards. So that's amazing.
Yeah.
And you've become like an amazing, focal point of certain given areas where, you are a very, very well-known name. Some would even say a front door collage and things like that. So it's just amazing, isn't it? Fame in all ways.
It has been amazing. And obviously to do our rent-to-rent training in real life and offer that to people, that has been the biggest transformation. Because I think back to when we first started, we never would have thought that in 2 years' time, you're going to be helping other people achieve their outcome. And it's just amazing to be able to do that in such a lovely, supportive environment, which, we're very grateful for.
Yeah, super.
And how much would you put down, especially the award biggest transformation, how much of that would you put down on what's your experience of what we just talked about a minute ago of like, it's all right building knowledge. And I know you went to some training before, which you've said on your Transformational Tuesday episodes that you've done. Yeah. And so you acquired knowledge, but still there was the stress. Because before you answer that, I just want to point out to people on here. Yeah. Put it in the comments if you actually like the idea of making more money, earning more money, having more money. Like, just be truthful about it. Yeah. But also, as much as it's called Real Life Money Monday, it's because money is a result. And the money is a result of the things that you are doing, who you are being, which then enables you to then have, and what you are having, or your ability to have as well. Because the amount of money you possess, have, work with, or earn is down to your ability to have what you do and who you are. Yeah. So that's why I love it. But like most people might just think, oh, it's money, it's arrogant. Look at this guy with money in his hat and all of that stuff. But that might be true. I don't know. But how much of your results, and tell us some of your results, would you put down to the fact of, we had to clean some slates? Yeah, the Aristotle, the ancient Greeks call it tablusa rusa, which means clean slate. Yeah, wipe clean so you can build a strong foundation. How much of that success and the money that you made would you put it down to that?
Or 100%.
Yeah, I think the first 2 properties we got was down to knowledge alone. And if we didn't clean slate and work on our mindset and growing our business and growing as people, we would not have took on many more than that.
No, we was ready to quit. We was literally ready to quit before we started working on ourselves. We was ready to quit because we did do training, and it was sort of pile on top of technique, like you said, and they give you the training and they'd sort of just say, see you later, or you're on your own now.
Yeah.
They give you the tools, but they don't tell you how to use them. And that's what we needed. We needed to work on ourselves and just know that people are in the same position as us.
I think it's not about knowing, you say this a lot, Mark, it's not about knowing what to do when it's all going right. It's knowing what to do when it goes wrong. And it goes wrong a lot. And you just had to overcome that. And those things we used to worry about, I wish I was only worrying about them now, because it's much bigger problems that come along. But then, you're growing. If you've got these tiny little problems still, we're not working hard enough. So, yeah.
Okay, good. Last question. So, Robert Kiyosaki, you know that? You know that guy? Yeah. So, he says that your financial IQ, how you measure your financial IQ, is the money problem that you can solve. And a very high percentage, I forget what it is, of Americans have an IQ of 400. Meaning that they probably only have $400 in their bank account. So their financial IQ is 400. He said that so he says the financial IQ is equivalent to the money problem you can solve. Yeah. And he says he solves problems of up to 80 million, 100 million. So his financial IQ is 100 million. So since you've had this biggest transformation and seeing as you won biggest big business growth, yeah, what is your financial IQ?
Oh God.
I would say it's at least, at the very minimum, 12 million right now. But we might not be able to solve these financial problems ourselves. But what we've learned to do is utilize and leverage others to bring on the power team that can do this for us. So that 12 million is just going to keep on growing because of what we've learned to leverage others and to get people who know what we don't know.
Yeah, that's a bit of a random number, though.
What, 12 million?
So did you solve the problem though?
Yeah, we solved it by bringing people on board. So
excellent. Well, that's how business growth happens. It doesn't happen because you're a one-man band or a man and wife, situation. So good job. Thank you so much. Good
Thank
to
you, guys.
everyone here. Stick around. See what else we got later.
Thank you, guys.
Wait. Actually, because we made this little tradition, so you're gonna have to be quick. Just give us a quick, message of inspiration.
Go on, Ray.
I don't know what to say. Message of information. We're just so grateful for getting these awards, and anyone that's thinking about doing it or shouldish, aren't they, worrying about the next things. For us, it was just jumping in, no fear, following the process that Mark and Tricia taught us and everybody else in the tribe, and it just helped us no end. Yeah,
100%. Invest in yourself before you invest in anything else. That's the best advice I can give you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, team. We will see you soon.
Thank you.
So let's bring 2 superstars on here so we can see both their beautiful faces at the same time.
Oh!
Yes!
Yeah, so I know you guys have a lot of banter between you, so I thought I'd bring you on with yourselves. So Lewis, you've been around here for a while, so let's come to you first. And just tell us, what has been the last 12 months has been like? How do you enjoy the Real Life Awards? What do you feel that it's highlighted for you? And, what advice do you have for people?
That's a lot of questions. Okay, so the last 12 months been the best year ever. Like, considering what's going on, like you think, oh, what a terrible year. It's actually
so far. You got to use the word so far, man. You don't know what's going to happen next year.
Well, yeah, I'm not there yet, so I can't, give a judgment on that year. But it's been the best year so far, right? Yeah. So much has changed. I've left my job. I do what I want when I want. It's just been amazing. Like I remember when the first lockdown hit, then I used that as practice to live how I was going to live when I'm financially free and out of work. So I was practicing how it was going to be, and I was almost like manifesting it quicker. And it was just like I remember just feeling at one point, like, I just felt like I lived in heaven. Like everything was just amazing. It was beautiful. So then having to go back to work created such a pain and driver to get back to that place again that I ended up just making it happen way faster than I thought. So yeah, been the best year ever. Obviously I was at the awards. I won 3 awards. I cleaned up. I think I won the most, actually. I'm not sure. I think I won the most awards. So I won Deal of the Year. I won Social Media Leader again. And I won Biggest Inspiration. So
yeah, so tell us how these, like, what's Biggest Social Media Leader? Like, how does this help your business? Because people are like, yeah, social media leader. What does that mean?
So, well, like I said before, when I first met you guys, I never even posted once on Facebook. And I remember the first video I done, I recorded it about 50 times trying to make it perfect because I was too scared about judgment and people's opinions and putting myself out there. And I remember sending it to Trish again, just watch this, let me know if I can improve it. Just put it on there. Just put it on there. Then after that one, it just broke that fear of judgment. So Social Media Leader, I try and post at least 3 or 4 times every day, something motivational, educational, or inspirational, just to help move people forward and just put myself out there, really. And obviously the opportunities that it's brought me, like I've got so many investors from Facebook. I think last month I raised 170,000 through Facebook alone.
170,000 through Facebook. This is
if you're not using it, you're crazy, right? If you got 1,000 friends and they've each got 1,000 friends, that means you're one person away from 1 million people for free.
I don't even think I have that much here. How much you have? 170,000.
170 last month.
Yeah, I don't know if I have it even to show you.
So, but this is all through Facebook, through like just putting yourself out there, doing the lives, doing the videos, connecting with people. Like,
so you raised about this much money just from being a social media leader award 2 years running.
I'm just talking that's 1 month, let alone the rest of the time.
Well, huh?
So yeah, it was mega. Loved it. The best award for me was obviously the Biggest Inspiration one, just because the fact that many people voted for me, that I'm obviously giving them that feeling of increase just from watching what I'm doing, was just immense so much, because that's like what I aim to do.
Incredible. So let's do this then. Let's do this.
Oh my God, full screen. All right.
And just give us the inspiration for the people.
So what you want the best? You want like the best one-liner?
You just say what you want to say. So
personally, just try and leave everyone with the feeling of increase, that they get more from seeing you than not. Do the right thing for the right reason. That's literally all it is. Just trying to put out there, and just the more you give, the more you'll get back. So that's why I give every single day, because I know it will always come back, and obviously help a lot of people.
Yeah, and people struggle, and I can only come from my experience, because I struggle with this whole, help other people. The more you give, the more you're going to get back. Like, what words do you have that might help people overcome that skepticism that I had, and I know you had as well for a while, of like, nah, come on, this can't be, why? These guys are just in it for themselves. Nobody does anything for the goodness of their own heart. Like, what can you do to help people maybe get a step closer to overcoming that?
Just experience the feeling of giving. Like, go and give to a charity, go and give to a homeless person, go and give something, and just see like you're just naturally rewarded, regardless. Like, you don't get to choose. You just naturally have that feeling of like connection. Like, you can't help but feel it. It's impossible. You can't. So yeah, just go and try it and see the feedback you get as evidence to why we're all meant to help each other.
Excellent. Good job. Thank you so much, Lewis, for coming on here, being most inspirational, having Deal of the Year, and social media leader. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Shane.
Yeah.
Good to have you on here. Smiling face as always.
Thank you.
So tell us, what's your last 12 months been like, and what's the journey, and how you feel winning this award? And all the actions and behaviors that you have carried out this year that got you this award. How has that helped you in your everyday life, family, business, and all of that good stuff?
It's just really good. This year's been outstanding. I actually had a call this afternoon just talking about what we've done in this year. And actually, we worked out, just this year alone, we're involved in £8.5 million worth of deals right now, which is mind blowing, really, when you think about a few years ago. There was nowhere that was just not nowhere to be seen. It wasn't even on the radar. So to add that up, I was like, oh wow, was that? Oh wow, actually, yeah, it's not bad. So it's quite nice. The learnings from the whole process, right back from when I remember the first calls I had with you guys when I was, do I go for the coaching or not? And I did, and I went for it. Everything's just been a massive success, really. But the things you learn is, I think I'm quite a rational thinker, and I used to think I needed absolute certainty, but actually everything I seem to do is more geared towards a bit of uncertainty. I'm quite happy with that. But then what I think I'm quite a good critical thinker. So when people have issues and people like sharing things with me and talking about successes, I think I can add a lot of value to them, and that comes through. I was really proud to win the award that we voted for, but there it is. I want it on my mantelpiece. No, it's something I'm really proud of, to be the lifeline. And it's nice when you tell people about it and they go, yeah, I can see that. Actually, I can see that. It's a role that I like. As you always know, it's always our hello team. I really like being a part of the team. I don't need to be the king or queen. I'm not after your mantle. I just really like being a dependable Mr. Joe, which sounds a bit boring because I think I'm a bit more than that. But even like Lewis, the guy who was just on before, it's really nice. He seems to call me quite a lot, and I don't think he's after inspiration. I think he just wants a bit of a balanced head, a bit of a different view. So it's nice. And I've got a lot of that to be thankful for you guys.
Awesome. Well, I'm very much believing in that we're in this team. And I don't know who he was calling the king or the queen, and I don't even know if you're still there, but I'll say it anyway. And it is all of the people, all of the different people all the different players in the team, or even what we might class as opponents out there, all of that good stuff. It all contributes to the wonderfulness of having the best players. Yeah, he is so humble, Richard Talbot. Thank you for saying that. And Seb, definitely more than that. I mean, I think he is too humble in this respect. Like the way we explain this award is like if you're hanging off the edge of a cliff, holding onto a rope, right? You know, who do you want the other side holding that rope? Yeah, who do you want the other side holding that rope? And, you know, Shane deservedly won that award again through all the votes that he received from the people. So,
and he was just a very selfless person. Like he's always, you know, the first person to say, hey, yeah, I want to be available for whatever you need, whatever his clients need. And I certainly, from what I experienced, listening and seeing the progress of the clients that you're coaching, it's just their energy. They've transformed alone just in their different capacity and way of thinking now because of the belief you have in them that has created belief in themselves. So totally selfless, totally humble person, super deserving winner of many awards, you know, not just this one. And the kind of deals that you do, but yet the calmness that you have is very admirable.
Thank you. Sorry about my camera going off there as well. It just cut off.
Don't worry, you know, I've done it before where I get shy and I just want to run away, Shane. So that's okay. But hey, awesome job and fantastic work and the help and the people that you're now helping and, you know, the different trainings and the different level of, we always remember, we had this conversation the other day, it's not what you teach, it's the way you teach it. And I think that is the difference and will continue to be the difference with people like you being involved because you've experienced it yourself. You know, it's not just about the technical theory, although that is important and needed, but more so it's applying it's the execution, right? It's the applying, it's the application of it. So you want to say something. So before
I just saw the comment from Michael Calispera saying Shane's best man and God dad material, and I've been best man 3 times.
There you go. Right, you got center stage, Shane. Give people the words of inspiration of what they need to do or what they need to be doing so they can support their family and live an adventurous life.
a word of inspiration. Believe in yourself. If there's any lack of information that you need, just go and get it. Get a bit of training. Get a bit of coaching, and follow the most inspirational man, Lewis Perren, because he'll post at least 3 times a day. And anyone around the group of people that we created in this the real life group, they're all kind of on the same sort of journey, and people have got slightly different bits of mentality and slightly different bits to add to it. So I want to get involved in the whole package. I would definitely recommend it, because there's a lot of good people around. You might not see all the good people all the time, but there's lots of them. And just get out there and do what you want to do.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Shane. So I don't know if you're sticking around. We've got a couple of different waiting rooms, but thank you so much. Great to see your smiling face, and looking forward to seeing more stuff that you do.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So who we got here? Look, who's coming on now? Yes, Haps. Let me unmute you. Yeah, so Haps and Rima, let's get your name on there.
Yo.
Thank you for being so patient, team. So good to have you on here. So do tell us about this last 12 months, also your award, and how you can relate to why you were voted for, nominated, and then won, and how this can be an inspiration or good information for others to use these traits.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want to go?
Yeah, so we've actually changed our name, guys. If you want to know, we're now Mr. and Mrs. Balboa. So you might want to drop their name. Yeah, as the title goes, we won the Rocky Balboa Award.
Yes.
Which we are still due to come and collect, which was a massive, massive achievement for us, I think, especially after the year that we've had. Obviously, everyone's dealt with a little thing called COVID, but that aside, we were in a bridge loan that actually went over because of coronavirus. So that bridge loan was £750,000, which we were paying for actually monthly at the end, weren't we?
Yeah, we went to extensions, build work obviously delayed. So, I mean, just to put it, we joined up with Real Life in February. We didn't take our coaching until April, because we thought, hey, we've got this monster of a project going on. We can't facilitate anything else. So we, took ourselves out the game even before the game started. That's first how it started, how it all happened. But as soon as we got our coaching in, so not only did we have this monster of a deal, we ended up going on to buy 2 more properties. So we thought we'll add in 2 more purchases to the mix, as well as, 4 at the time we committed to. One of them we pushed out of, and the other one's still going through. So talk about, everything all at once, that top of COVID, and then I lost my job during the whole thing going on. So pressure just mounted on.
We took on rent-to-rents, so we've got into something completely different, completely new for people who thought that they couldn't take on any more, all whilst having a 2-year-old at home and working through furlough on my side. It's been...
But I suppose just to jump on the rent side of it, that was more solution mode, because my salary had stopped. So whilst we've got these purchases going through, it's like, right, how do we get quick passive income? One thing about this network, this group of people, you learn so much. And with rent being more for instant passive income, it was a no-brainer. So we definitely jumped into that strategy as well. So.
And let's not skirt over this in any shadow of a doubt, because we were chatting yesterday, and didn't we just establish that you guys have added £1.5 million to your portfolio during COVID, global pandemic?
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Seriously, wow.
It's nuts. And this award.
And down south, which apparently is not investable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
good. So, guys, I'm going to ask you another question, but before we do that, I just want to remind the people who are on here, put hashtag live if you're watching it live, put hashtag replay if you're watching on the replay, and make sure that you share this on your timeline, and then you tag, if you're in the Real Life Tribe, tag 10 people in, 10 people out of the tribe. If you don't even know what the Real Life Tribe is and you think I'm talking crazy, then just tag 10 people. Yeah, and then you'll be in a chance to win some Christmas edition real life merchandise, phone case, blankets, I don't even know, jumpers, hoodies, whatever it is that you want. And if you just had a baby, there's baby grows. I think there's even pets hoodies. If you got pets, you have a dog or a cat or something.
That's right.
Yeah, let's get you some of that stuff. Yeah, I want to see the pet merchandise being rocked. So guys, don't forget to do that, and also ask some questions. If you got some questions here on what this is all about, who these people are, put it in there. I'm sure if they don't answer it here live, then at least we know who you are, and we can answer it in the comments. That long list of comments that's already out there. Okay, so give us. I want to hear from your version. What is the Rocky Balboa Award, and what have you like? How have you been? Because it's always about being, right? You know, people just talk about like having. I want to have some money. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Yeah, to have some money, you got to do something. But before you do something, you got to be a certain way. So, what is the Rocky Balboa Award, and what is the way that you have been this year that got you that?
I think one of the biggest things is not giving up. It's perspective. Like, things are always going to happen. Bad things, if you want to call it, will happen. Keep your perspective. Keep focusing on the good and just don't give up. Keep pushing through every obstacle. Where you think you're at the bottom, you're literally not, and you're only going to go higher and higher up.
Yeah, I think, you know, Rocky Balboa himself says it in his movie, doesn't it? It's not how hard you can get.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait. If you're gonna say that line, you have to say it in his accent. Wait. Yeah, go ahead.
It's not how hard you can hit. That's what Arnold Schwarzenegger, isn't it?
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. Take him off camera.
Yeah, just go again.
I'll do it in my accent. I'll do it in the Haps accent, Haps Balboa accent. So it's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit to get back to fight again. And I think that is strong. And I think that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been taking literally blows and blows and blows, a bit like that.
Yeah,
but
that's been our head this year.
But we've had the will, we've had the fight, and we've just carried on going. And we've come out stronger. And yeah, it's amazing. It feels good. Sorry for everyone watching. That was shocking. I know that. I apologize.
I was like, good job I wasn't on the camera. I was dying here. Yeah, that was brilliant. And it was so funny. And because it is the character of the award, yeah. And the line is, I'll give you the line, so at least you don't have to worry about the line. The line is, it's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can be hit and keep moving forward. You'll go.
You're go on, remake that.
I'll probably do it better than him anyway. It's not how hard you can hit, it's how hard you can get hit and keep on moving. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, quality. Awesome. So center stage again for a second. Give some words of inspiration so people can go do something with their life for the rest of this year and next year.
I want to go. I think one of the biggest takeaway points for us this year is, if you feel fear, do it anyway. Keep pushing. If you think you've got nothing left to give, keep going. If you think it can't get worse, it will only get better. Just give everything you've got, because it honestly will pay off.
Yeah, and get in touch with your why. What is your why, and what is that feeling? What does that mean to you? Once you've got that, you will have every fight in the world to give, and you'll achieve your goals 100%.
And a network of like-minded people, education, you know, people that will push you and that will just help you find all of these things that you want out of life.
Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on here. You're amazing. I don't know if this waiting room is still happening, but thank you so much. And we'll see you soon. So let's have a look at this. I'm going to bring some very awesome people on. I'm going to bring them on at the same time. Yes, look at this. Yeah, so let's get some names on here so people can see what the situation is. So thank you so much for being here, Sean. Thank you, Claudine, for joining us. So hey, I've received special instructions. I don't know what was going. Are you playing Tetris or something? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've received some special instructions, so I'm gonna come to Claudine first. Yeah, with these awards. So hey, look, here's the award. Can you see? Yeah, let's play this game a second. Yeah, can you see the award? Yeah, are you on mute? Yeah, there you go. Now I can. Why do you keep putting it on mute for? What are you doing?
Are you unmuting or me? Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah, we can hear you. So look.
Yay!
So this is your first award.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then this is the second one.
Yes.
Yeah, you like the look of that. So
I do. That's my favourite one. By the way, Mark, your hat is exceptional. Just want to let you know that.
Thank you. It is for sale if you want to buy it.
Sure.
Actually, give you a bit of a hint. It's not cheap.
Fantastic.
We don't do cheapness around here. Tell us what have you been doing the last 12 months? How has it been for you? What have you done that has given you the right, because it has earned you the right to be nominated and win these two amazing awards?
Yeah. Well, I mean, firstly, wow, that was a bit of a surprise. One was more of a surprise than the other. I guess the Never Work Again, I'll do first, because ultimately that's the one that Mark and I, if he ever comes back in the screen, is what we've worked for so hard. It was like our biggest outcome and dream was to be able to live our life in Spain on our own terms without a job and create that life for ourselves and to never have to work again. So don't get me wrong, we do still work.
Yeah.
But ultimately we have achieved that this year. So what a crazy year, to be honest, to move overseas and do all of those things. But it was so important to us. I mean, originally, wasn't it, babes? It was like when we were writing our goals out, it was like our 10-year goal, something like that we were like, yeah, we'll be able to move to Spain at that point. We'll make it happen. And then in 2 years, we were like, that's it. It's got to be done. And, not everything's perfect and not everything was seamless, but, we just decided that it was the right time. So Hugo goes to international school. He's our little boy who's 8 years old, and he's thriving there, and we just love living by the beach. Which is so awesome.
You say things didn't go seamless, but from the way Mark walks around and the look on his face, he's always smiling, he's always happy. Seems to me as everything went perfect.
No, everything doesn't go perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. What is perfect?
Well, I suppose what it is, when you've played against World Cup winners, you develop a certain level of composure.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's probably what it is.
That's probably exactly what it is.
And also, thank God for his composure and for his calmness most of the time.
You wait till I see you, Mark. You're dead, man.
I'm edifying you, and you want to call me dead, man.
World Cup winners, no less.
Yeah. So here's the next question, and you're going to get center stage for this. So give us the words of inspiration on, what you've done, who you've become this year, and invite people to go on and do something for the rest of 2020. Because I'm not saying next year, because we've got days left yet. So this year and next year, how to prepare themselves and what to go out there and do.
Yeah, our message, which I think is always the same, is just like, you got to know your goal, know the outcome, and just say yes. And then it will happen. Like once we've fully committed and we were like, yes, we're doing this. I'm getting out of that corporate job. We're going to go to Spain and live. And when we did that, that's when the magic happens. So I think anyone that's on the fence or hesitating or not willing to 100% commit, then that's always going to be tricky. So the moment that commitment's made, I think that's when the magic happens. That's our experience, right?
Yeah. And for me, I'd always say, because one of the things that goes in my head all the time is, if you want things to change, then you're going to have to change. So no matter moaning or whatever, if you want things to change, you're going to have to change. So we continually work on self-development because we know we've got to change to step up to another level. So yeah, that's from me or from, who is it? I don't know, is it Jim Rohn or someone? Yeah, if you want to change, yeah, then things have to change.
Yeah, that could even be known as that it's from God.
Or from God, wherever, yeah.
And by God, I mean the general overall director.
Yeah.
The one that oversees, yeah. So,
That's where I come from.
So good job on that. Great advice. You know, very simple to the point, but yet still very hugely, massively misunderstood. But thank you so much for your words of inspiration. If it touches just one person, we've done our job. But hopefully it will touch thousands, if not millions. If you guys keep sharing and subscribe to the YouTube channel and like it, give us some reactions, do some comments, ask some questions. Just get it out there.
Yeah, because I would like to say with Claudine and Mark, you are a true example of what can be achieved and kind of life goals that a lot of people have. You know, a lot of people say things like, you know, if I had the money or the time or the freedom, I would live by the sea, I would do this. You know, a lot of the things that you guys are living now in your real life, and to be able to listen and aspire to you, I'm just trying to think of everybody that's possibly watching this video now. I'm thinking if this is something that you guys truly want to do, it is possible. And like Claudine and Mark said, if you really want to do it, if you really want to change, if you really want to achieve more in your life, you are absolutely capable of doing it. You just need to do something different to what you've been doing currently, which, yes, although very scary, look at all these people that you've seen here tonight. And if they can do it, if me and Mark can do it, if the real life tribe members can do it all over the UK and beyond now, because España is calling, and Sweden and Germany and everywhere, then absolutely you can do it too, especially with some of the limitations people are facing. And, you know, we had just Rima and Haps a second ago. They've grown their portfolio another 1.5 million during a global pandemic. We've got people in different countries buying properties in the UK and they can't even fly here yet because of COVID.
That's right.
If they can do it during this time, what do they have that you guys don't? One, certainly a network of individuals that are truly supportive and believers that you can achieve anything and pushing you when you doubt yourself, because that's very important. You might be like, yes, I've got the tools, I've got the skills, I've got the intelligence, I've got the knowledge, but yet they don't do anything with it because they get themselves trapped in there. But what if this happens? What if this happens? What if this happens? And having like a coach and a mentor and a network of people that are doing it too, oh, that is a game changer. That is a shift that I can't even explain to you, because until you experience it, it's a life changer. So honestly, guys, couldn't be prouder to just be a part of your journey and watch it and be like an amazing spectator of just my life goals as well. So thank you so much for coming on and inspiring all these people.
Awesome.
Well done, Sean.
Thanks to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Claudia and Mark. We will see you soon. Stick around, see if we can do a little bit of a dance mix. Thank you so much. So, my good friend.
Hello, I'm muted.
You're muted, but we can still hear you. That's incredible.
Oh, okay.
That is, how is that? How is that?
Don't know. It says I'm muted.
As well, Trisha?
Yeah, I can hear him.
Good. Okay. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Yeah. So, hey, Sean, thank you for being very patient. You know, being around, sitting in the virtual waiting room, and then being on here. But it's definitely worth it. Now, I don't have the award to show, Sean, because someone came and took it. First of all, before we get into your last 12 months for you, just tell us what that experience was like, coming to pick up your award, and how smooth and
it just shows things happen in your life, and it's a great learning, because if it was me a year ago, I'd probably get annoyed, frustrated, and blame. But what I did was I reached out for help. I reached out for help, and you came down with your neighbor and pulled me out of the mud. I was stuck in the mud.
And it's definitely going. If you want to see that, it's going to be on the Whoopta video. So you need to make sure you're part of the real life trial and your real life awards for 2021.
Yeah.
Has to be a part, Sean. You know it does. So okay, cool. So tell us what's happened last 12 months, or at least 2020, over which the period of the voting and all the adjudication for real life awards goes on, and what your award and how do you think, what do you think you've been doing, what do you think, who have you become that warrants having such a prestigious award?
You know what, I think 2020 has been the best year of my life so far, and it's not a bold statement. I mean, personally, I got married this year. It was a beautiful moment for me. Part of my life goals for the last 2 years I've been writing down. It went the way that I wanted it. On top of that, I managed to churn out my projects in Derby. We've converted over 5 properties this year. I bought my 15th property 2 days ago.
Yes.
It's just been massive growth this year. I feel physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I feel free, and I think that's something that I see in myself, and that's why, like I said, I don't feel frustrated, because I learned to like just see past it and just move quicker and quicker and quicker and just grow, because I know there's only one way. I mean, there's another way to go back down, but I've just changed, I feel, and I feel this year's been amazing. I mean, I've achieved a lot of goals that I didn't think I'd get in the next like 5-10 years. I just calculated, the other day I actually messaged Shane, my coach. I said, Shane, guess what? I've calculated I'm on like 15 grand passive cash flow a month, and next month it's going to be £18,000 net per month. And then by September next year, it's going to be 41,000 net per calendar month. And I was just gobsmacked. I felt a bit overwhelmed. I was like, what do I do? But it's just amazing to see such fast growth in such a short space of time. I mean, this year's flown. I can remember when it was like March, and I mean, there was panics. I mean, went to lockdown, there was like good 6 weeks, nothing really happened, and there was frustration at the time, but I quickly passed it, because my focus was on what can I do that everyone else isn't doing, what can we control, and there's a lot of things you can get done as long as you're organized and you work with your team, and I think it's a people game. If you work with people respect you, work with you, and it's just a great place to be.
Everything that comes out of your mouth, I feel like, is so authentic, and
thank you.
It makes me emotional just listening to you. And it's like I'm inspired constantly by your journey, because it is so real. Because you do have those moments where you kind of go hiding, and then you come back as if like explosion central with all these deals, and like just the other day, like, Sean, tell the people how much money you've raised in the last 7 days.
In total, about 900,000. It was crazy. I mean, I had to complete within 6 days. We completed literally on the day, and the other one's been postponed to next week. The week after now. So it's just crazy how much you can do in such a short space of time if you put your mind to it and just focus and just reach out. I think there's a lot of hesitation sometimes. Oh, do I call that person? Do I not? What's the worst that could happen? And if you're not going to die, then then why not do it?
Wow. So tell us about your award, and tell us, give people maybe some advice, some inspiration, some thoughts, some words around Like, what is it that you're doing? The quick growth, because let's face it, sometimes quick growth is like a big upward surge, and many people, sports stars, film stars, business people, boom, they come crashing down. And there's a recipe for going up and there's a recipe for going down, and generally when people go up or down, they followed that recipe. So what's your advice about going through that, finding stability, getting to where you are now, and obviously your plans to maintain that stability and keep going?
It's awareness. The main thing, like you said, big stars crash down. It's because they're either not aware or that they just get sucked in. And I'm not gonna lie, there's some times I do get into that space, but when you reflect a lot, just like something when you get into an argument, let's say, or it's gonna get into an argument, you just kind of see past it and just say, oh, what happened, how can you get past it? And I think real life recognition, like I said, is the spiritually, financially, physically, mentally, and emotionally free. Like, if that freedom is embedded in that recognition, I believe so, because I think that's what we're about. And obviously there's other awards for certain like newcomers and like raising finance and all that. If you can be an all-rounder, it applies to the same values and methodology. If you can control those emotions and you can work with what you've got, you can attain anything. There's no limit. There's nothing to stop you. I think someone put in the comments. It is only yourself that holds you back, really. And even you can say, oh, people hold you back because you think, like, what are they going to say about you? But that's just you. You're thinking that that's going to happen. So if you just drown out the noise, and I don't know what's going on in the world right now. I just asked my pastor, so what can we do? What can't we do now? But obviously there's rules and regulations. You just got to work with it, work with what you can control.
Awesome. And this is a special Christmas edition, and we have gone over a little bit, but I still have just a couple of questions. Because I think have you got your award there? Can we see it? Or
no, it's in Derby. Yeah, I'll put it on a shelf.
Okay, cool. So with the whole kind of recognition, the real life recognition is the fact, like you said, it's a bit of all round, but it is also this whole different areas. So like being there, coming to events, going through training, having coaching, coming to help people, being part of the crew, help facilitate other people's changes, transformations, then go work on your business, go get married, have some growth, have some crash, be visible, go invisible, be external, go internal, and still at the very end of it, still, be in enough of one piece to have a relevant conversation, to be like, yeah, this is what we're going to do next. This is how we're going to move forward, and all the rest of it. So I'm going to give you center stage. Yeah. And you're going to give the people some advice of like, what are they going to do for the rest of the year? And what is it they want to, what can they go do for 2021?
Oh, hi. So my key advice is always just reflect. A lot of people do the New Year's resolution, and the Christmas day between New Year's, people start talking about what they've done in the year. I think you need to, or just think about doing it weekly. And if you want to do it daily, you can do daily. But I think what gets measured, you can improve it. And if you're constantly conscious of your actions, of what you're doing, who you're engaging with, and what are you doing, what you're not doing, you soon see to go past a lot of barriers, and just keep your goals in mind, and keep a good focused head. I think it really just goes down to how you think. If your intention is there, then you will flow in that direction. If your intentions are bad, then you're going to flow in that direction. So I think for me, it's just reflect, and I think now more than ever, it's just a time to kind of spend time with family, and for the next year, and just focus on what you can control.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Oh, awesome. There's your award.
My award, yeah.
Yeah, good. So, hey, thank you for those words of wisdom. And seeing as you're the person here, yeah. At the end of every Real Life Money Monday, we need to make sure that the message is super, super, super clear, that people never, under any circumstances, ever forget that they must do the right thing for the right reason. Now, why is that?
It's the only way you're going to discover your true potential.
Yeah, baby. Yes, you got it. Yes, top notch, top advice. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to everybody that came on here. I don't know if we have the calculation, Trisha, for the winner, or we just contact them after. Yeah, you let me know if we have that. If not, we just contact them after, like sometimes we have. Yeah, so look, Trisha's put something in there, which I'm sure Sean can have his own word on, but we've got a 3-day virtual program that if people want to come and learn all of this stuff that Sean is talking about, financial, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual discovery, development, and freedom in those areas, and alignment of all those areas, then really the only way to truly have that success is to align all these pieces. You can't just do it with money. You can't just do it with information. Your education is not information. It is a process of transformation. That is the only way you're going to be able to build something that is sustainable and that you can enjoy and that you can actually have a positive impact on the world with. So if you're gonna meet us there, click on that group. Have you got the other thing as well, Trisha? Because I'll tell you what, we've got this awesome training which is all the different keys that are required to have a successful property investing business and how to start a business on the 7th of January. Yeah, totally free. You can go register for it now. I would put it on air, Trish, and I'll also just you guys to go do posts right now and just see who else would want to come in. And I know it was 2018, November 17th, Sean, that you showed up with your first Real Life Property Wealth. At that time, it was one day. I think the ticket was about 100 quid or so.
£97, was it? 197? That's all right.
See, an accountant, never forget, 97. It's in his profit and loss. It's in his financial statement. Yeah. So awesome. And as time has developed and training has improved and all the different things that we cover and all the rest of it, let's get people. Yeah, who's doing the mastermind? Yeah, start the mastermind. I mean, yeah, we went over. We need to get a handle on this because we've gone over a couple of times. But thank you so much, Sean, for being here. Thank you to everyone else. Go ahead and get on the mastermind. Do that quickly. Real Life Mastermind. And I'll see you. Merry Christmas at some point. Happy New Year. Thank you, guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.